Brady, if you just talk about the challenge of kind of getting thrown in there, not sure how many reps you got this week, which is just the challenge of going in there kind of without first team reps.
Yeah, definitely a challenge, but a great challenge. One that comes with the job of being the backup quarterback. I felt ready to play today, and obviously didn't do enough to, get a win.
It felt like the second half there, specifically in the fourth quarter, you started to make some plays. It was right on the sideline to Emmy Mitchell, kind of got you guys back in the red zone. Did you start to feel more comfortable as the game went on a little bit?
Absolutely. Coming in at half, talking it over, just taking a deep breath, and then coming back out there, I definitely did. And I think you definitely saw flashes there in the fourth quarter of us moving the ball. So we need more of it.
What happened on the 2 interceptions?
Yeah, forcing the ball in the end zone, trying to make plays. The first one at the end of the half, throw the ball away, find your check down, and then that last one, obviously the clock's running down, just trying to make a play.
Did the weather make it uncomfortable at all or affect the game?
No.
How much do you feel you can use? Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, with Tyrod having so much experience, and then just what have you learned from some of the other quarterbacks in the room for these moments like this? Because we have seen a little bit of a shuffle this season.
Yeah, I've been watching, Justin and Tyrod very closely. I've become close with them. I watch their routines, how they prepare, how they play, how they lead, and they've taught me quite a bit.
What were the nerves like, Brady, going out there?
They went away pretty quickly. I'll say that. And it comes down to, getting out of the huddle, your pre-snap plan, and just playing football. There's really no time for nerves when it comes down to it.
Did you feel like you were kind of whistling a couple of the first ones in a little hard? Did you adjust to that a little bit? Just kind of looked like some balls went.
Yeah. I think is on my part maybe just a lack of trust on the timing. Not quite sure where everyone's going to be exactly when they're supposed to be there. So I think sometimes you might actually put a little bit extra juice on it, and it might appear that way.
Obviously, the loss is fresh, but is it a good feeling to know that you do have something on tape that you can go watch, evaluate, and make adjustments or learn kind of from this process? And how is that going to help you moving forward?
Yeah, absolutely. To have this tape, this experience, to watch, to build on, to learn from, however many reps I got today, that's going to be huge for me, and I look forward to seeing it on tape, building off of it.
Take a couple more.
We don't know what the status is of Tyrod yet, obviously, but if you do have to start next week in Jacksonville, do you think you could benefit here from having a full week to prepare for it?
Yeah, absolutely. And however the reps shake out this week, next week I'm going to be ready to play. Whether the starter, whether the backup, whether the third string, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be ready to play, ready to win the Jets a football game.
What are the adjustments that you would want to make for next week?
Yeah. I think it's going to depend on how the tape looks. I'm going to get to watch it here shortly, and I'm going to adjust, go back to work tomorrow, and we'll get it right.
Thank you.
Breece, what were they doing that kind of made it tough sledding on you guys?
Beating us, man for man. We had a good plan, and just didn't execute on all parts. In the run game and the pass game. Once Tyrod gets hurt, I got to do a better job of rallying the guys and getting everybody just that much more ready to execute for Brady. So I feel like from an offensive standpoint, we could have all been better for our QBs today.
What did you see from Brady? I mean, that's a tough spot for him to go into.
Yeah.
So, what did you see from him, though? It seemed like last quarter he made
supreme confidence, he takes every rep in practice like a pro. And then once I heard how he came in the huddle and commanded the huddle, I was like, all right, he ain't nervous. He's good. He'll be all right. But we could have been better for him tonight, so I wouldn't put that one on him. He probably thinks he could have been better. He's going to beat himself up. But, as an offense, I think we could have easily been making a few more plays from him and Tyrod as well.
Is it tough, Breece, to do what you want to do when you get a 21-0 home that quick?
It gets frustrating. And, my running back coach is, he sees it on my face. I try hard not to wear my emotions on my face, and he sees I'm frustrated, and we get down 21 early, and the offense is struggling, so it makes you naturally start pressing. So I felt like there was a few runs, probably 2 runs I wish I could have had back just for me being eager to make a play. But like I said, we got to do better executing this offense.
You guys were officially eliminated. I know when you're 0-7 and stuff, it's a tough climb, but to finally be at this point. How tough is that for you? You've been here every year. You haven't made the playoffs.
Yes, but it's a yearly thing. It definitely starts to weigh on you. And at the end of the day, you start to look at yourself. You see your peers and you see other guys that you're just as good as, or if not better than, and they get to just have a lot of fun. But with AG here, I see the vision and I see how things are changing around. We just got to be better as a team and go out and execute what the coaches are coaching us to do.
Yeah, we just got to be better, and we preached starting fast the whole week, and we didn't really do that. So we just got to go back and just get on our details.
There's still 10 other of us out there that still have to do our jobs at a high level. So really just looking at it personally, there's just 111.
Seemed like there were a lot of drop balls out there. What were you feeling out there? Did you feel that was a pretty good contributor to trying to not get things going?
For sure. I think we just, personally speaking, like me, I got to be better. We got to execute. We got to take advantage of all the looks and opportunities that we get out there, regardless of who's out there, regardless of who's throwing the ball. So personally, I got to be better.
What happened on that one in the red zone there?
No, just got to catch that motherfucker.